Post of what the compiler does for you. What I've done is I've just started up a simple Python server in the folder. My project looks as such. I've got an entry point which creates a new story model, and then I invoke story.createTask. My task alerts in the constructor, and there we go. So I've left a couple of to-dos here so that you can see what it should be doing. So first off, I'm going to compile the example that I have. We go look at the code. There we go. Simply does that. Now if I invoke this, I get my alert. There it is. I go back in here and I go follow my to do comment the following line, see what happens. So I comment out that line. There we go. I compile again. I go look at the code. Now there's nothing. The compiler actually figured out that my application does squat, so it just compiled to nothing. So we uncomment that one again, and let's follow the next to do. I'm going to comment out this return statement. Notice that I've got a return annotation there. I have shown this in another example, but I get a warning. That's very nice, and as I would expect, I comment that in again. I go to, now I'm going to remove the constructor statement. I compile again. And I get a warning that I'm trying to instantiate something. It can't find that model because there's no constructor. It says can instantiate a non-constructor, and then this basically comes because it can't figure out what the class is. The dangerous use of global this object. So I go back in. Now I would like to this is quite an interesting one again. So my story model does squat except create a new task for me. My application does nothing except creates a new story and asks for it to create a task. So I can go var t equals task. Just going to, for brevity's sake, I'm just going to do this. Add a type annotation here. So lfpg.model.task. That basically says that the t variable is of the type task. Now I go back to my task and I comment out this. Well, let's just compile this so we can see that it should work as it should. Whoa. It doesn't like that, does it? It's because my namespace is incorrect. Apparently Google has got their own editor that they ain't sharing. So IntelliJ, from what I found, RubyMine and WebStorm is the best that I have found. Still not that great. Now, go back and we look at what we've compiled here. The same story as before. It inlines a couple of things. We get our alert. Now I'm going to go quite a bit down and I'm going to comment out this alert and compile again. And once again, the compiler has actually figured out that my application does nothing and has omitted putting any code in there.